Atletico Madrid are out of the Champions League. They actually finished bottom of their group. For a team with the likes of João Felix, Marcus Llorente, De Paul, Carrasco. How on earth has this happened? It's embarrassing. But I guess that's why I'm here for. In today's video, I'm going to be fixing Atletico Madrid and getting them that elusive Champions League trophy. My first impressions of this Atletico Madrid team, and they're actually really good, like João Felix up top. Then you've got the likes of De Paul and Llorente in midfield. That is so freaking solid. It's a classic Atleti midfield. At the back, of course, not as good as the days of Diego Godin and all, but it's still good. And you've got Jan Oblak in goal. And look at the squad depth they've got with Antoine Griezmann on the bench. But I still feel the squad, as good as it is, still needs improvements if we want to become the best team in Spain and in Europe. The good thing is, 95 million to spend should make it possible. But one of the first decisions we need to make is whether we stick with this 3 at the back formation or not. So I thought a lot about it. And then I realized the way Atleti play, they need to have a strong defensive core. And with 3 centre-backs, they can probably do that better. So I think we'll stick with it. But that does mean all our signings are going to be tailored around this formation. Now it's our job to somehow make this work. One thing's for sure, our first signing is going to be in that right midfield position. Molina's a decent option, but I think we can do with someone better. The negotiations were extremely tough, but we've managed to secure our first signing. And that is Pedro Porro from Sporting. I think he could be the perfect right midfielder we need. Although we had to spend about 42 million euros on him, but he's young, he's 81 rated. We get a price rating of A on this, so it's a solid deal. Let's put him in here. We need to convert him to a right midfielder. The good news is it'll only take 2 weeks to convert him there. This guy looks legit unbelievable. He'll be the perfect right midfielder. I must say, initially I was thinking of making Marcus Llorente a right midfielder because he's legit got the stats to play wherever he wants, but I think it's better to have a player like him in the midfield because he's just that good. With that done, we also need to reinforce our defense, especially if we're going to do a 3 at the back system. We need another centre-back. Problem is, we're running a bit low on cash. We've got 48 million and the centre-back I want is not going to come in that. And so I'm making a massive decision, transfer listing Alvaro Morata.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
We could get upwards of 25 million for him. If we can sell him, we can get that new centre-back. Not just Morata, by the way. Even Saul is a player I think we can sell. 25.9 million being added onto our budget. We've sold Saul to RB Leipzig. And some more cash could be coming in as we get an offer for Morata. And it's Bayern Munich that want him. What's up with Bayern wanting flop strikers? First they were Choupo-Moting and now Bayern want Morata. I mean, fair play to them. They might just make it work. But now I'm sure we've got good money for that centre-back. By the way, over 60% of you guys watching my content haven't subscribed. I'm trying to hit 600k subscribers before the end of the year, and if you guys can help me out, that'd be awesome. That's what's up, about 100 million to spend on the centre-back, and we might still be left with more money for more signings. And the centre-back I want to sign is going to be a bit of an emotional one. It's Lucas Hernandez. I want to bring him back to Atletico Madrid. Bayern took away Morata. We're going to try and take away Lucas Hernandez. Although I don't think the negotiations are going to be easy because he's a very good player, but we're going to try and be as stingy as possible. 46 million first offer. They straight up countered with 64. Let's make that 50 and see what they say. And they've managed to approve that. Let's go. 50 million for Lucas Hernandez. That seems like an absolute win. And there's Lucas Hernandez in the building. He's back with Atletico Madrid. 50 million for him. I think it's good value. And let's put him into the team, and Hermoso will be heading on to the bench. We still have about 71 million to work with. I think we got some additional money from ticket sales, but I think before we decide to spend that money, we should really just get to know this squad. We've already made a couple of signings. Let's just get a feel of the team, and then we can decide where that 70 million goes. No point just throwing money at the team. It is now time to start our La Liga campaign. It'll be a great opportunity to get a feel for this team and decide where next do we improve. Our first game is against Celta Vigo at home. One thing I realized with this team, there are going to be a lot of crossing opportunities. Rodrigo De Paul looking for Pedro Porro. It's a lovely cross. Oh, Angel Correa. Nope. That's the score. Come on. Oh, the header. It's just wide. Yo, Pedro Porro is actually unreal. Can we get the cross working this time? Felix's header saved. Towards the end, we had another golden chance for the golden boy of this team. Yannick Carrasco does really well. Looking inside for João Felix, and he's put it wide. First game and we've dropped points, but I gotta say, I've kind of figured out what this team needs. Pedro Porro was legit amazing in that first game, and so was Yannick Carrasco. They were creating so many chances, but our strikers, they just don't have the finishing touch. Like, don't get me wrong, Felix is a great player, but I think we need a classic number 9 up top. And if you look at Atletico's history, they've always been great when they've had that number 9. Think back to when Diego Costa was there, they won the league. When Falcao was there, they won big trophies. With Luis Suarez, they won the league. We need that kind of a player. And I know you might be thinking we've got Cunha, but I'm not ready to trust him just yet. So, now the hunt begins for a new striker, but we've got only 2.5 weeks. Can we even do this? I can't help but think Darwin Núñez would be just perfect. He's giving me the Diego Forlan vibes. But since he's just joined Liverpool, I don't think it's possible. The next option is actually a pretty interesting one. Patrick Schick, who's playing for Bayer Leverkusen. But boy, is he expensive, but he's just a perfect player I want in my setup. A 6'3" striker. He could be the finisher we need. And so, the negotiations begin. Okay, we've got 71 million. I'm willing to maybe put someone like Correa into the swap deal, or Antoine Griezmann. I still want to keep Griezmann because I feel like he's the moments kind of a player. You never know when we might need the quality of Griezmann. So let's obviously try and get this deal done through cash. About 52 million, my first offer. Let's see what they see. And they actually want Angel Correa. Oh my, do I take a chance here? This might be smart. If I can get this fee down to say 10 million plus Correa, I think this is a decent deal. Submitting offer, and let's see. 10.7 plus Correa. Let's take a chance on this. I'm accepting it. And with that, we have our new number 9 at the club in Patrick Schick. Atleti has had a long history of great strikers, from Aguero, Forlan, Luis Suarez, Falcao, and he joins that list, and let's see if he can live up to that name. With that, I think I'm ready for the season ahead. I've done all the changes I can. The squad is still not complete, but I think we are definitely going to be competitive enough to fight for La Liga. It's now time for Patrick Schick's debut. Can he help us get our first win? Even with all the new hype for Patrick Schick, look what we end up doing defensively. That is such a silly goal to concede. Like, what was that? But right after that, we get the moment we've been waiting for. Oh, what a delivery for Schick. And that's why we signed him for. Pedro Porro and Schick combine. The crosses and the finisher. That's what we need from Schick. With Schick scoring, I thought the momentum was going to be on our side, but Real Sociedad respond. No, we concede still. 2-1 Real Sociedad. What is happening even? Again? Bro. Even Patrick Schick hasn't got us to win a game. We are in trouble with Atletico Madrid. I think I'm finally realizing how tough of a situation we're in. I really thought Patrick Schick, a big number 9, was what we're missing, but clearly not. This team has more issues, and I'm already starting to maybe second guess whether this formation is right for us. Are we going to be good with the 3 at the back? I think we'll need to make some tactical changes to make this work. I'm going to have both Carrasco and Pedro Porro on comeback on defense. We need some defensive support. And Felix, I'm going to give him the complete freedom to do whatever he wants up top. If we're going to be successful, a player like João Felix needs to thrive. We're 17th in La Liga right now, and we're facing Real Madrid up next, who've got a perfect record so far. There's 2 ways to look at this. One is Real Madrid are going to destroy us. The other is if we can get a win here, maybe we can get our season back on track. Massive pressure for us in this game. Can we get our first win in the Madrid derby itself? The pain just continues because Real Madrid managed to get the lead. No, Vinicius Jr., no. I mean, Real Madrid are just ruthless. If there was ever a time to show some heart and desire, this was it. We need to turn this around. Rodrigo de Paul sees João Felix, and finally a bit of space for the young Portuguese international. Felix, if he can bring this one inside, or finds a pass inside. Marcos Llorente is the one to score, and he does it against his former club. Let's go. Bro, de Paul in this game has fought like a lion. Yeah, he goes on the attack. Could look for the cutback. Finds Schick. No, we had to score that. We missed a golden chance, but towards the end, it fell to Felix, and let's see what he does. Oh, João Felix could be through on goal. He's actually been tremendous against Madrid, and João Felix gets his moment. This has to be the start of something special. Come on, we should be winning this game now. It's done, boys. We've won our first game as Atletico Madrid, boss, and it's a game against Madrid. Couldn't have been better. I think a lot of Premier League clubs clubs were looking into Paul after that game against Madrid, and some of them want to sign him. An offer from Leicester City, but guys, nah, he's going to be key to our success. He's just got that fight in him that an Atletico Madrid player needs to have. The momentum is now with us. We managed to get another win, and now we're 9th in La Liga, but it's onwards and upwards from here. But it's now time for our Champions League group stages. There's no way we're finishing bottom of this group. I think we're going to be good enough to top it. That win against Madrid in La Liga changed things. We were now a different team. Patrick Schick, go on. He's against his former club, brings it inside. Oh, lovely stuff. Schick against his former club, showing a bit of respect. Joao Felix, oh, he is so good. Carrasco, Patrick Schick, and we slot it home. Come on. Oh, Antoine Griezmann has found space. Go on, Griezmann. He's not had a chance to show his ability for us so far, but there you go. Griezmann, when given the chance, is gonna produce. It's a pleasure to have him on the bench. The group stages were challenging. We drew a ton of games, but we won a couple, and that's enough to get us second spot in the group. Meanwhile, in La Liga, the momentum we gained from beating Real Madrid has produced magnificent results. I mean, look at this. We're second in La Liga, 1 point off the top. This could be our season. Gotta say, our attackers all have been contributing a ton. Rodrigo de Paul, though, in that midfield has been running the show, and his partner Marcus Llorente has been great too. We're now in the January transfer window with about 59 million to spend, but I think everything is coming together for us, so we should just keep the team as is, but let's see how things pan out. Before we get into any of the January madness, I realized there are a few key players whose contracts are expiring. We need to renew them. First one is Jan Oblak. We need to give him a new contract, absolutely, and a big wage bump as well. He's willing to accept it, but with a release clause. That's the thing of La Liga. Most players want a release clause. I don't think I'll be giving Witsel and Felipe a new contract, but definitely we're going to give Lemar one, so he's going to sign as well. Okay, with this move, all our plans are now completely out the window. Here I was thinking we'll keep the squad the same for the rest of the season, but Savage has ended up leaving. PSG paid his release clause, and I think keeping it at 27.7 million was our fault, so fair play.
This is business!
So I guess it's obvious we now need another centre-back. 82 million to spend should help us out really well. We've just gone ahead and made a new signing for the centre-back position. It's a player we actually played against in the Champions League, Edmund Tapsoba at Leverkusen. He was good against us, so I thought, let's sign him. And there you go, Tapsoba is a new Atletico Madrid player. I like the fact that we've replaced the 32-year-old with a 23-year-old. So Tapsoba gets right in that starting 11. With that, the transfer window is done. It's time to focus on our season ahead as we're fighting Real Madrid for La Liga. Our next couple of games in La Liga were absolutely vital. Sevilla away, and just after that, Athletic Bilbao. We needed results, and guess who stepped up? It was Joao Felix. Oh, Joao Felix, he is so good. He is so freaking good. Felix with the finish. We needed that. This man is the real deal, honestly. He is our star. Griezmann, now Felix again has to score. He just can't be stopped right now. He's found his rhythm. He's now one of the best in the world. For the first time this season, we had taken the lead in La Liga over Real Madrid. Up next, though, for us, Champions League knockouts, but we've got a relatively easy draw against Sporting. This should be light work. There we go, Joao Felix. Still Felix, stops it, brings it back inside, Patrick Schick, and it's a simple goal, 1-0 Atleti. Yannick Carrasco, so well, so freaking good. He is so good, man. The hardest worker on this team. Goes back in defense when needed, attacks when required. Unreal, and that should see us through. He actually ended up scoring a hat-trick in this game. We managed to see through Sporting pretty easily, but in the quarterfinals, oh my god, this is where we could get exposed. We're up against Pep Guardiola's City. In La Liga, though, things are looking really good for us. We should be able to be champions if we don't bottle it. Of course, our number 9, Patrick Schick, had to go and get himself injured in training right before the game against City. A torn hamstring. Usually players aren't the same after a hamstring injury. They lose a lot of pace. I'm just hoping that doesn't happen with Schick. His season is basically over. The only good thing is we've got Antoine Griezmann at the club, and he's actually our second top scorer, and most of the games he's come off the bench, so that shows how good he's been. We gotta trust in Griezmann and see what happens. It's now time to play Manchester City. Can we produce a miracle? Good delivery from here, could go a long way. Pedro Porro puts it in. Griezmann's header, and it's actually in. Antoine Griezmann, he wasn't even supposed to play this game, but he does that. Unbelievable from Griezmann. After taking the shock lead, well, we quickly got put back to our place. Oh my god, how do we even catch up to Erling Haaland? Oh, he slayed it off for Phil Foden. There was nothing I could do there. We were actually still competing with Man City throughout this game, and then Antoine Griezmann pulled this off. Carrasco looking for Griezmann, who's having the game of his life. Brings it inside, goes for goal and scores. Antoine Griezmann is something special. I genuinely can't believe we've pulled this off. I know it's only the first leg, but this is a statement. We have the advantage for the second leg. Can we pull it off? City have a great chance to score. It's Haaland finding Foden, and they open us up at the Etihad. This is looking like a different game. I can't get the ball. City are now just completely controlling this game. It's Kevin De Bruyne here, looking inside for Oyarzabal. I can't do anything. I legit can't do anything. And ultimately, that's how we bow out of the Champions League. Man City were just too good for us. But you know what? We gave them a fight. We won that first leg fair and square. Champions League will be back next season. For now, we've got a golden chance to win La Liga this season. And guess what? This next game is going to decide everything. We're up against Real Madrid. Gotta say, Tapsoba has been a fine addition to our defense. We're keeping a lot more clean sheets. But the real question is, we're going to miss Patrick Schick in a game like this. Can Antoine Griezmann step up and help Atletico win La Liga with him? They've actually never won a major trophy apart from the Europa League, so this is a big moment for him. And with Griezmann being 32, this might be the last season where he is the main man up top along with Felix. This game was tight. Madrid knew if they lose, it's over, so they were giving it everything. Finally, in the second half, we had our chance. Griezmann, being the team player like he is, releasing João Felix. And now Felix has got the chance to be the hero, but he puts it wide. We kept pressing at Real Madrid, and we got another chance. Marcus Llorente completely through on goal. Could he be the hero? Could he be the hero? And yes, it's Marcus Llorente who scores against his former club as well. Come on! Griezmann, who's had an outstanding game, finally had his chance. Antoine Griezmann has worked so hard in this game. He deserves a goal as he floors the defender. Griezmann! Oh, come on. Set piece, and I'm going to take it with Griezmann. We know he's good with the deliveries. And oh, João Felix almost scored a bicycle kick. Imagine the scenes. Griezmann was on a mission to try and get that goal. He was doing everything. They look flustered. They look flustered. We could end this game. Griezmann is so unlucky. Oh, he might still get the chance. He might still get the chance. And he's actually scored. Antoine Griezmann has done it. Redemption for Griezmann. In a big game like this, he scored. And Atletico should now win La Liga. With that, La Liga was looking in the bag. But there was still one more trophy we could win. And that was the Spanish Cup. And we're up against Barcelona. It would be an amazing season if we could do the double. Barca were giving it everything to win this, because this was going to be their only trophy. But we had a special player produce a special moment. Antoine Griezmann looking for Carrasco. Brilliantly done. Trying to call it in. That is outstanding. Yannick Carrasco. How has he even pulled that off? But then Barcelona's pressure was too much and we gave away a penalty. Oh no. Robert Lewandowski to take this penalty. Can Jan Oblak be the hero? No. Good pen from Lewa. So after 120 minutes, it's nothing that can separate the two teams. Penalties is going to decide who wins the Spanish Cup. Lewandowski versus Jan Oblak again. Fight! Jan Oblak, he went for the chip. Lewandowski's just too good. Yannick Carrasco, the goal scorer for us. Where's he going to go? Powerful pen. Saved by Ter Stegen. Kessie's really good with penalties, but Jan Oblak saves. Antoine Griezmann against his former club. It's a big moment for him. Can he put this in? Top-class penalty. We take that. Rafinha for Barcelona. Where's he going to go? Bro, these Brazilians, man. The cheekiness. Tapsoba's not the best of penalty takers, but let's see what he does. I told you. Grimaldo to take this one. He's gone down the middle. Axel Witsel, he's done nothing all season. Comes on to take this penalty. At least he scored. Pedri for Barcelona. I think I'm just going to stay down the middle. And it's worked. We saved it. We saved it. If they would have scored, they would have won. We need to score to keep this shootout alive. Thomas Lemar with the chance. This is not looking that good. But Lemar scored. Lemar scored. It's going to sudden death. Frankie de Jong. Where's he going to go again? I'm going to stay down the middle. And it's worked. Rodrigo De Paul, who's been our best midfielder by far. He's got the chance to win us this penalty shootout. Can De Paul convert? Massive moment. And Rodrigo De Paul scores. We have just won the Spanish Cup in the most ridiculous manner. The Atletico fans are losing their minds. Couldn't have been a better way to win the Spanish Cup. Meanwhile, we also do end up winning La Liga and completing the league double. What a season. Gotta say, Antoine Griezmann was the hero. At the age of 32, he was a sub at the start of the season. Ended up being the main man for us. We've won the league. We've won the cup. And next season, we're coming for that Champions League. It's time for season 2 with this Atletico Madrid team, and we already have problems. Remember Patrick Schick's injury? Well, after that, he's not the same. Look at the downgrade on his stats. He's dropped to now 83 overall. In his first training session back with the club, I could feel it. Schick was not feeling the same. Antoine Griezmann was our hero last season, but he's gonna just keep going down in his overall. Felix needs a striker along with him to shine. I think we need to get a better player than Patrick Schick up top. The good news is we've got 206 million to spend. The board want us to go for that Champions League. I mentioned this last season. Darwin Núñez was a man I wanted at the club. I feel like he is the perfect Atletico Madrid striker. Let's make it happen. The negotiations are going on. We're putting in 67 million as our first offer. They've just come back with 98.4. Jurgen Klopp isn't messing around. My next offer is going to be 75 million. You know what? They've come down to 80 million. Honestly, if we can get him for 80 million flat, I think it's a dub because Liverpool paid more for him than 80 million. And it's done. We're going to sign Darwin Núñez up top. Incredible. There you go. Darwin Núñez, an Atletico Madrid player. He joins the long list of great strikers who've played for Atleti. We still got about 117 million after signing Núñez. He's been put into that starting 11. Where else can we improve? We're using the rest of the money to improve the overall squad, and that's why I've signed Edson Alvarez from Ajax. I like Kondogbia. He's our only CDM, so having a few options wouldn't really hurt. So Edson Alvarez joins the squad. That was expensive. We had to spend 40 million, but we still have about 71 million left. This is the second Núñez we've signed, and it's Unai Núñez for 23.7 million. I think we needed some depth in the centre-back position, and I think he solves it. I think it's fair to say we have now the squad, I believe, that can win the Champions League. The squad is so balanced, an unbelievable defense, a great midfield, and the attack now reinforced with Darwin Núñez up top. I'm liking this. And so it begins. The Champions League is back, and this is where we're going to give it everything. Yo, we've got Arsenal and Sporting in the group. This should be interesting. Those games against Arsenal should be fun. We invested a lot of money in Darwin Núñez after what happened with Schick. Is it gonna pay off? Felix, what a ball for Darwin Núñez, through on goal. And that's what Darwin Núñez is all about. Big game, Champions League. He scores his first goal for Atleti. Rodrigo De Paul driving it forward. Sees Darwin Núñez, who releases it for Rodrigo De Paul, and he gets into the party as well. Rodrigo De Paul has been so good in midfield. De Paul looking inside for Darwin Núñez, turns and shoots. He is just unreal. The movement, the positioning, I think we've got a real gem in that striker position. Darwin Núñez was amazing in the group stages, and with the help of him, we managed to top our group, but only just. Meanwhile, in La Liga, this has not been our season. Real Madrid have just been dominant, and we've been drawing way too many games. I guess it's just too difficult for us as Atletico Madrid to focus on both La Liga and Champions League. We need to prioritize one of them, and I think it's obvious. This season has to be the Champions League. We're in the January transfer window, and there have been rumors that João Felix is linked to a move to Barcelona. Now, I do not know much about it, but he is unhappy with his contract. He's making about 70k per week, and I'm not surprised he's unhappy. I think we need to give him a new contract. He is the reason we are so competitive, because he makes that attack tick. We need him to stay. A 308 million release clause is the stipulation in the contract. We're gonna have to accept it. But the good news is he's willing to sign with us for 170,000 per week. No, 220,000 per week. Well, we're gonna have to let it just play off and sign João Felix that way. By the way, as we are in the January transfer window, I was thinking whether we need some upgrades to this team, but nah, I'm happy. Look at the way Núñez and Felix are growing. Thomas Lemar almost is good enough to start. Our backup options are looking great too. I think we keep keep the team as is. I think we've got the winning formula, especially for the Champions League. We do have the Spanish Super Cup next, which I'm going to play because this is going to give me a good idea of how we'll compete against the very best in the Champions League. Although a few players were tired for this one, so changes had to be made. Hermoso plays, Patrick Schick finally gets to play, and so does Antoine Griezmann. Once again against Barcelona, games are always tight, but we got a penalty in the second half. We have a penalty, and this one's going to Antoine Griezmann. Oh my god, the drama. If he scores against his former club. Oh no, Griezmann! Griezmann? Looking for Patrick Schick. A lot has been said about him, but he could be the hero for us. And yes, Patrick Schick gets a ridiculous moment to celebrate. That injury had put him in a terrible spot. Lost a lot of pace. Just wasn't the same, but he still has that finishing touch. And Patrick Schick gets his big moment at Atletico Madrid, helping us win the Spanish Super Cup. And it's now time for the Champions League knockouts. We finished first in our group, so we'll be facing Benfica in the round of 16. Not gonna lie, I expected this to be an easy ride, but both Lucas Hernandez and Tapsoba are injured. Bro, what is our luck even? Tapsoba with a pulled hamstring out for the next 6 weeks. Lucas Hernandez with a sprained knee out for the next 5 weeks. This genuinely makes it 50-50 between us and Benfica, but that's why we've got the likes of Hermoso and new signing Nunes in the squad. We're gonna have to get through with them somehow. Also, earlier at the start of the season, you might have noticed Cunha wasn't a part of our team. He, on deadline day, committed treason. He basically went ahead and joined Benfica out of nowhere and revived his career. I gotta give him credit for that. He's 85 rated now. To be fair, we didn't give him a chance, so he moved on to Benfica. But now he could end up knocking us out, especially with our defense a bit weakened. But what I feared the most happened. Our defense was not up to the mark. Cunha, no, our defense, our leaky defense gets exposed. We concede. And soon after, things went from bad to worse. No, it's 2-0. It's 2-0. It's 2-0. But just before halftime, we had a glimmer of hope. Darwin Nunes, here he goes. Big chance. We need to get a goal back to have any sort of a chance. And Darwin Nunes slots it home. And also, he shows a bit of respect to Benfica, because I think that was his former club. Darwin, Carrasco, back inside for Darwin Nunes. Oh my god, he is such a lethal finisher. Felix looking for Marcus Llorente. Inside for Nunes, and it's a hat-trick. You can't write this stuff. Darwin Nunes, absolutely iconic. Looks like there is more, with João Felix wanting to join the party. Nunes, De Paul, we've completed it. No, Benfica aren't coming back from this. Incredible stuff. With that comeback in the first leg, Benfica had no chance, and well, we managed to knock them out. In the quarterfinals, we've got Chelsea next. The good news is both Lucas Hernandez and Tapsoba are back from their injury. The bad news is De Paul is suspended, and he's so crucial to our team. We're gonna miss him. Thomas Lemar, this is your chance to be a hero. I won't lie, with our first team defense back, Chelsea weren't really a match. Oh, João Felix is through on goal. We've unlocked their defense. This has to be a goal. A simple pass for Yannick Carrasco. 1-0 up Atletico Madrid. It's now time for the second leg. De Paul is back, and all we need in the second leg is a goal, and we should be through. Paul inside for Felix as he finds Marcus Llorente. It's a brilliant ball and a brilliant goal. That's what I'm talking about. And with that, we've knocked out Chelsea from the Champions League. Off we go to the semis. So it is Barcelona we're facing in the Champions League semi-finals. Good thing is, Atleti actually have a great record against them. Definitely got to give Barcelona credit. Like us, they've managed to make a comeback this season, but only one team is going through, and that's got to be us. Every time we play Barca, it's always intense, but this time we had the first chance of the game. Nunes sees João Felix. Massive moment in this game. No, Ter Stegen, how? We then had a free kick, and just see what happened. Free kick from like 35 yards. Sometimes you just gotta go for it, thinking the best might happen. Sometimes maybe not. First leg actually ends in a 0-0 draw. I kind of expected this, you know. Atleti Barca games are so tight, always decided by like one moment. Second leg's gonna decide it now. With Felix not fully fit, I'm making a crazy decision for this upcoming game. Antoine Griezmann is gonna start. I just have a sneaky feeling against this former club, Griezmann might produce something. Once again, the second leg was extremely tight, but in the second half, Barca made a mistake. No way, it's a penalty, and a penalty could decide who goes through to the final. I think the storyline has it that Griezmann should take it against his former club. Will Griezmann score or will he disappoint? He's actually managed to score. Antoine Griezmann, and he does not shy from celebrating as well. The Wanda would love that. And looks like Barcelona have crumbled because we get another penalty. Where's Griezmann going to go this time? Saved. He's given Barca a bit of hope. And that's that. Griezmann's penalty against his former club. I had a feeling that he would be the one to decide everything. And there you go, we're heading to a Champions League final. And the final is going to be against Liverpool. They managed to knock out Bayern Munich. Atletico Madrid versus Liverpool. Meanwhile, in La Liga, we just about finished fourth. I think putting everything we had into the Champions League had its negatives. But that's fine. If we can win the Champions League, it'll be huge. Bro, what are the odds? Lucas Hernandez out with a broken collarbone and Tapsoba out with a dislocated shoulder? No. This can't be happening for the second time. No. Before the Champions League final, it's happened again. Both our centre-backs out injured. No, this has got to be a joke. What are the odds for this to happen? Literally the same scenario that we had to deal with against Benfica has happened again. I refuse to believe this. I legit refuse to believe this. We're just going to have to deal with it. The odds are against us. We need to still win that Champions League. It's Darwin Núñez who's signing. Changed the game for us. Let's win it for him. And João Felix and Yannick Carrasco, all of whom have had an incredible season. And that's the Liverpool team we're up against. They've got Deulofeu at striker. Bellingham has gone to them. They've got a good team. Can't lie. They've got a really good team. Chances are going to be tough to come by in this one against Liverpool. We need to take the most of them. We had the first attack of this game. Oh, what a nice ball that is for Pedro Porro, who's done really well. Firing this one for Núñez. No, that was the chance. One thing I was worried about was Hermoso and Núñez. They're not first choice players. Oh, it's going to be so tough for the likes of Hermoso to deal with Salah, but so far, so good. The substitutes are doing a good job. And soon after, another chance fell for Darwin Núñez. Rodrigo de Paul. Chipping this one for Núñez, who goes for the chip as well, but no. Finally, Liverpool woke up and they had a big chance as well. Thiago has broken through. He's going to look for that pass for Salah. Big save or Black. I thought we were going in a halftime 0-0, but just before halftime, take a look. Oh, what a ball that is for Darwin Núñez. Núñez could score this. He hasn't, but João Felix on the rebound. It's a scrappy goal, but in the Champions League, you need these kind of goals. The momentum was with us in the second half, and we took it one step further. Marcos Llorente driving it forward, looking for Darwin Núñez. Surely that's it. Darwin Núñez against Liverpool. Champions League final. It's 2-0. And that's that, boys. We've done it. We've made Atletico Madrid Champions League winners. 2 seasons of building an amazing team, but we did it. Now, if you enjoyed this video and want to see me fix the world's richest club, click somewhere here.